Everyone. Welcome to another episode of Free Friday Tidbits. Oh, how can it be another week already? And we are in the month of August. Can you believe it? August 2023. So this month we are going to continue our theme of executive function challenges that are so very common with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder and other neurobehavioral conditions as well, by the way. So one of the first things that I want to talk about tonight is the idea of transitions being very difficult. Changing from one activity to another, that's something that many of us struggle with. So if you're a parent and your child is on the spectrum, then no doubt you recognize this behavior. Come on, we have to leave. We've got to go. Oh, no, 10 more minutes. I told you 10 minutes ago, right? You give your child warning after warning after warning, and yet they're always surprised. Or if you don't give them enough time to wrap up what they're doing before it's time to switch gears, they might even get really angry and throw a tantrum. And this is not something that we necessarily outgrow as we become adults, because we still live with the damage done to our brains by prenatal exposure to alcohol. So it might be very difficult, even as adults, to switch gears from one task to another. And, this is something that I struggle with. I work up until the last possible minute on something before I absolutely have to leave. And unfortunately, that doesn't always give me enough time to get everything else done that I need to do before I actually leave. Change your shoes, get the car keys, make sure all the animals have gone to the restroom, whatever the case is, I sell myself short. So this is a very common problem, whether we're children or teenagers or adults, but understand that it is a biological basis. It's not that your loved one with FASD is being childish or self-absorbent. It's that their brain really does struggle to make that transition. It's a brain thing. This is one of those cases where it helps someone, whether it's a parent or a spouse or an employer, to ask themselves, I wonder if so-and-so's brain has something to do with what I'm seeing, right? So similar to that could be unexpected changes to schedules. Now, every parent alive is going to experience this one too from time to time, where the plan was after school you're going to go do something, but during the day when your child's at school, something comes up, and lo and behold, that's no longer the plan. You've had time to prepare for the change in plan, but not your child, right? As soon as you pick them up, they think they're going to point A, and instead you're going to point B, and it throws them for a Fruit Loop, right? So they need time to adjust, right? And not be sprung on. So one of the things that is often beneficial is to have a plan B. So that in the morning, like say, for instance, y'all know that I'm in foster care and adoption, right? So where there's birth family visits a lot. Sometimes parents don't always show up to those visits and they're canceled. So if you have a birth family like that, then you can say something like, well, if your mom's going to be there, we'll visit with her. But if not, we'll do this instead, right? Have a backup plan so that there is something else that your child can look forward to. So think about it. How might you have a plan B if you're an adult with an FASD, right? Well, we have backup plans in adult life too, right? We want to do this, but maybe the people we were going to meet and do things with, maybe something comes up for them. So what's our plan B, right? Or we really want to go on vacation here. Oh, COVID hit. What can we do instead? Let's go over here, right? So that kind of adjustment and adapting is very difficult for people with brain-based conditions. So again, just remember, it's a brain thing, right? That's it for this Free Friday tidbit. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you all next week for another Free Friday tidbit. Have a great weekend. Have a wonderful week, and don't forget to tune in on Monday for another vodcast episode of Living with FASD.